morning, guys, and thanks for watching. This is your boy, the Conservative Wolf. Got my peepers on this morning. um, you know, I want to say thank you. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for the kind words of encouragement. I appreciate it so much, and you guys are really giving me fuel in my fire, stoking my fire for me to keep going with these videos. Um, and my channel, I changed the name of my channel to Free Positive Energy. And of course, I don't know if some of you have checked out my other videos on my channel. I have a sense of humor, lighthearted side of me, but I chose this channel to do my political views because I've kept them separate from, and I don't know if you guys got the link in the description box on my last video about my other channel, where I have wilderness mysteries videos and a couple of it's more of entertainment and documentary style stuff, but it's not anything to do with politics on that channel. But I saved politics for this channel because I've gotten such an incredible response that from my very first walkaway video. So I decided, I said, well, any political thing I have to say, I'll just, put it on this channel. And I'm actually thinking about giving Conservative Wolf, my Conservative Wolf, actually thinking about giving my show its own channel. Just strictly Conservative Wolf, just strictly my videos on politics, just my political channel. Having said that, I know that doing that would be at a little bit of a risk because I know the powers that be that control YouTube and Google. We already know, I'm not gonna say any more on that. Those of you, we know what time it is, and I think it's really amazing at all that anybody conservative really, other than I think the only reason why is just that it would just be a blatant civil rights violation to just be that biased against people for their and you know what, I'm gonna tell you the truth. It's like I posted on my Facebook page, if I may not agree with people politically, but I agree with their right to have a difference of voice, because that's what freedom of speech is about. Everybody must respect everybody's right. I mean, even if I don't like it, even if it kind of pisses me off a little bit, well, they have the right to feel how they want to feel. They have the right to say if they don't like the president, hey, that's your right not to like the president. Everybody's not going to like the president. I haven't seen a U.S. president yet that everybody in the country unanimously likes. I mean, it's just the way it is. People are not going to, and that's life. That's life. In life, people are not going to like you. Everybody's not going to like you, no matter what you do. You can only please some of the people some of the time, but you can't please all the people all the time. Now, me personally, I feel like what you see is what you get. I believe in just being who I am, keeping it real with people, honest with people. What you see is what you get. And, just like you guys are watching my video, I mean, I am who I am, I'm a nice guy, man, and I'm very open-minded. I'll give anybody a chance. I hear the other person's side. I mean, I may not like what somebody may have to say, but I'm patient and I'll hear them out. And I know that I'm not always right, but I try to be right in terms of if I'm going to debate somebody on something, I try to have my facts in order, as best I can, which I shouldn't say best I can because that's something I control, and if I'm gonna go in battle, I need to have all my facts. I ain't gonna lie, I'm getting older. Sometimes the old memory ain't all that great, so I need to learn to write things down so that when I'm going to debate somebody, you know, uh, I can have the source information or whatever. But this whole impeachment thing is getting on irking my nerves too because it's just a sham. And I think what disturbs me the most is that the amount of people who are so brainwashed. It's just mind blowing how people just don't think for themselves. How many people out there who are not free thinkers, who don't use uh, good old fashioned common sense? I mean, they don't get it. I don't get it, y'all. Just, I'm clueless. I don't understand. I Critical thinking is something that's just becoming a lost art among some people. Uh, I recently, a friend of mine posted something on Facebook concerning black on black crime in the black neighborhoods, right? And I'll get back to the impeachment thing in a minute, because that's what it is, a thing. It's a thing, and it's not even, I don't know, it's just a farce. And sometimes I feel like it's not even worth giving attention to because it's just a farce, man. It's just bullshit. It's just baloney, bunking frickin' baloney. But stick a pin in that. I was called a coon because one of my Facebook friends put up a post about black on black crime. One guy said he's in denial. He's like, oh, well, it's just crime. It's not black on black, it's just crime. And I'm like, well, let's see. In Chicago, is predominantly black people killing black people. And see the black folks that want to ignore it, they'll sit there just like this jackass said, well, white people kill white people, Mexicans kill Mexicans. Yeah, but bruh, come on, man. Come on. You don't see white people have mass shootings, gang banging and shooting each other's house up, trying to kill one dude. You don't see Mexicans doing that unless it's, well, if it's a bad Mexican neighborhood where you got Mexican gangs, yeah. But primarily in Chicago, uh, and shouts out to Jericho Green who calls Chicago Shitcago. If you guys haven't checked out Jericho Green, type in Jericho Green, man. That dude is something serious. Jericho Green will give it to you raw and uncut, man. I love Jericho Green, man. He's a real guy. He's one of the realest. But I was called a coon because all I said was I just told the guy he was in denial and that it is black on black crime and that, our people are not gonna do better until we start acknowledging our faults. Oh man, I was called a coon and I'm on the coon train, and some other guy on the post chimed in on that coon stuff, and I can't stand. I know maybe it shouldn't bother me, maybe I shouldn't care, and to an extent I don't. But it annoys the hell out of me when I'm just having an intellectual conversation, and these two belligerent jackasses gonna come out their mouth and call me a coon. And it's always us black people, man, attacking each other. When in 2016, when I got jumped for my political views, it was all black people attacking me. My own black people attacking me. They were vicious. But I held my ground because number one, I'm stubborn. Number two, I believe in fighting for your right to your ideals. especially when you know that you're right, when you know that you're not saying anything wrong, you're just putting facts out there. And that's all I did. I was just putting facts out there, and people could not prove. And that's the thing, you cannot argue with ignorant people. These liberal leftist-minded people, you can't argue with them because they're ignorant. There's no debating with them. They're all in their feelings. And I mean, I've had, I was, at one point, I had almost 200 people following my Facebook page. Now I'm down to like 126 people. Ask me if I care. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. Because if you're going to unfollow me because I support the president, I feel like if you have the right to shit talk the president, I have just as much right to defend him. You know, if you have the right to don't like the man and put up memes about him, well, I got the right to speak positively about him. It is what it is. Like it or don't like it. I don't care if people like it or not. You know? I mean, it took a lot to get bold because this Trump derangement syndrome is crazy. But getting back to that post, I basically told those guys about themselves, and then I just pretty much just blocked notifications of that post and just done with that. So I'm not gonna put up with the name calling. The problem with us conservatives, I think that we conservative-minded people, we're not so quick to jump the gun and get belligerent like these other people are. But at the same time, I think as conservatives, we need to just put a little more fire. When people fire back at us, we need to fire back at them. President Trump style. So that's why they don't like President Trump, because President Trump is not afraid to say what's on his mind. Donald Trump has always been a boss. He, like him or not, he's always been a boss. He's always been an alpha male. And I mean, anybody that with good sense and know the history of Donald Trump, come on, who don't know Trump? Man, he's been a major player in the headlines for years. Donald Trump is a boss. He's always been a boss. So these people that now that he's president, they're like, I'm like, why are y'all surprised? I don't get it. That's stupid to me. You know this man was a boss before he became president. He's the commander-in-chief. I mean, what more boss can you get? And people are surprised. I'm like, come on, man. Did you not see this coming? I don't get it. People are just so dense, man. It's just crazy. What they thought? What Donald Trump gonna get in office and be some little mamby-pamby wussy pussy like Obama? I mean, Obama got pushed around, man. But Obama wasn't in there to do much of anything except be a distraction. Mainly, the Democrats got Obama in there. He was a distraction for black people. You know, Democrats traditionally have always wanted to keep the black vote. You know, they've had us on the plantation. And Obama was the greatest plantation master ever. I mean, what a distraction. You got a president that's in there that's not doing anything, that wasn't, black folks thought that, oh, we got a black president now, Obama go get in there and do this and do that. Okay, well, he got in there, Mr. Black President, and did more. And don't get me wrong, man. I have nothing against LGBT community. I mean, to each their own. I don't agree with that lifestyle, but I'm not judging anybody. But he did more for them than he did for the African American community. I mean, there's people in Chicago, where he's from, that are livid because he did nothing. And here you have President Trump come in. One of his goals was to help the African American community, like he told Hillary Clinton in that debate when they were running in 2016. He told her point blank, you Democrats have done nothing for the African American community. Nothing. Except give them promises when it's election time. You show up. When you get the vote, it's like, oh, to hell with you. And that's what they do. But black people are waking up now, so that's a good thing. But yeah, guys, it's just so much going on, you know. It's just so much to cover. And see, I done been ranting and raving for 15 minutes. So I'm gonna wrap this up. I know you guys got stuff to do. I done sit here and listen to my big old head up here talking all day. But but I do love y'all, and I appreciate you guys for sticking around. But yeah, like I said, the impeachment thing is just crazy. Trump derangement syndrome. That's Trump derangement syndrome, like 20-fold. It's ridiculous. Utterly ridiculous. But I digress. Like my boy ABL, Anthony Brian Logan. Check him out too. Patricia Dixon. Check her out. Patricia Dixon, Anthony Brian Logan, Jericho Green, The Amazing Lucas, YG Nightstorm, another great guy. Check him out too. Leo Dunson, check him out. Brandon Tatum, the Officer B. Tatum, Brandon Tatum, check him out, man. Cool guy, man, great guy. These are great conservatives, and they're powerful people. They actually got me started doing these videos, watching their videos. I'm like, well, then when I watched the walkaway videos, that inspired me too. So thanks guys once again for supporting the Conservative Wolf. And as always, God bless you. Be good to each other. Stay strong, stay brave. And hey man, don't be afraid to stand up for what you believe in. I openly support the president now, and I don't really care who don't like it. It took a minute to get that way because it can be intimidating. It can be very intimidating when you're the only person in the room that knows that going right is the right way when everybody wants to go left. It's intimidating, but if you know you're right and you believe in what you believe in, hey, then stand up for it. They do. Think about it. They like foolishness and nonsense, and they'll fight tooth and nail for it. We should do the same. And for those of you who support the president, hey man, we gotta get a man his support, man. He needs us right now. So guys, I love y'all. Like I said, man, God bless you. Be good to each other. This is the Conservative Wolf. Peace out.